Hello. So I thought I'd be really nervous coming up to this speech, but I'm actually fuming at the moment. During Zach's speech, he talked about me meeting his soulmate in university. And I got up, I celebrated, he said Rachel. And it was quite hard to take, actually. Now, what I want to say, by the way, Rachel, is you look absolutely breathtaking. We have a round of applause, please. Oh my God. You lucky kid, wingman. And thank you to you both for letting me do a speech, even though you know me so well. It was a strange decision. So I should probably explain straight away. I call Zach the wingman, or wing. So if at certain points during the speech I'm just saying wing, I'm not on about just a random man or literally a wing. I'm on about Zach. I ran this by my colleagues at work, and they all gave me the feedback that I needed to say that because it's so weird. So, anyway, we should probably talk about the most important man here, the main man. This is going to be hard. This is going to be quite hard for me, guys, because I really, really, really care about this guy. Like, he's probably the most important person to me. Coming from modest beginnings in a seaside town, he's gone on to be a really tremendous person, actually. He's got an amazing, highly respected, really highly paid job. He's got a beautiful partner. Academically, actually, at the University of Manchester, he actually got one of the highest company law grades that the university had ever seen. And just looking around, actually, everyone here to support him on this big day. It's just a really proud moment. So that's enough about me. I've been told to pick up where Ross left off, and that's pretty much the second week of university when I first met Zach. If you've not known him very long, and you've only known recent Zach, this might shock you, but the first time I met Zach, he had really skinny, tight diesel jeans, a vulgar white diesel belt, Wiggum, you know, tucked into the white diesel belt was a diesel t-shirt, all diesel, with glitter on. And underneath a G-Star Royal hat was GHD straight hair. Physique-wise, I would describe him as the typical Blackpool physique, which is the muscliest chest you've ever seen in your entire life, with no other visible sign of gym anywhere else in his body, really. Actually, having bumped into Chris Wiggum recently on the stag do, see, that's still pretty popular up there, mate. Anyway, yeah, you're looking good, mate. Well, okay. You're looking okay. In short, I knew pretty much within 30 minutes of meeting you, Zach, that you were going to be really important to me. You were going to be one of my best friends. We were so similar. I loved you from day one. And to be quite honest, things escalated from there. So Zach and I, much like Ross and Zach, we're very competitive. We've always pushed each other. I remember in first year university, Zach shotgunned the colour tanned brown for 3 years. He gave it a 3-year contract, which is quite annoying. I quite like this colour tan. And I retaliated by buying a Paul Smith umbrella. So I was like, oh, I'll get him back. So he bought a better Paul Smith umbrella, which was annoying. So a few weeks went past and the new iPod Shuffle came out, and I went, oh, I'll get that, that'll wind him up. Bought an iPod Shuffle, and 2 days later he walked into my room, I was hungover. He had the new iPod Touch. But I had him this time, actually. I waited 2 years getting back after that. And we're in Zara one time.
Too soon.
We're in Zara, and Zach spotted his most perfect shirt. It was his dream shirt. He looked at it, he salivated. I went, Zach, you know these Zara sizes. You're going to need to try that on. He looks at me, his best friend, never betray him. Went to the change room to try it on. I went to the till and bought it. I looked outstanding for 4 years. Every single time I wore it, he looked at me with disgust. It's carried on until now, actually. We still compete now, we still compare now. I'm going to be honest, mate, I having been part of this then, just looking at what positive impact you've made on everyone's lives here. And just what an amazing ceremonies. Are you joking about the lighting today in the church? That's an effing joke. Right? Are you mad? And I just know tonight's going to be so good as well. I'm not sure I can top you here, so well done, mate. Well done. Anyway, it's always been one-upmanship. We've supported each other too. We've been through tough times. There was one time I came in when Zach was working at Phil Potts, which is a sandwich shop. And he was just lay upside down on the sofa. The TV wasn't even on. He was just lay there. And I needed to talk him up a bit. And there was enough time in university, actually. I had a bit of first-year university heartbreak, as you do. I was locked in my room for 2 days listening to emo music in the pitch black. Very smelly. And he came in and he knocked on and I wouldn't get out of bed. And he went to Subway, he bought me a foot on Subway and a cheeseburger, which apparently is the cure for heartbreak. And he just wouldn't leave my room until I was feeling better. And that, again, it's these small things. I know it doesn't sound like much, but small things that, like, this is just one of the reasons I love you, mate. So thank you for that. Thank you. It's fair to say, however, that this close relationship and this affection that I felt to Zach, I think I've grown quite protective of Zach. Didn't I, Rachel? So I've got a couple of stories, 3 stories. One's the first time I met Rachel, and then there's my 2 favourite stories when I was hooking up. I know I'm going to sound quite anti-Rachel here. Again, sorry. But I want you to remember the context of this was my soulmate that someone was trying to take. So, Zach and Rachel have been dating for a while. Obviously, you've all heard from Zach's speech that I set them up, so I'm the reason everyone's here today. You're welcome. And I remember hatching a genius plan. It was very sophisticated, very serious. Rachel was due to come around Zach to watch a DVD. Netflix wasn't a thing then. Watch a DVD. And sorry, Paul. And I went, well, Zach, I've just come up with the best idea. Let me come round. I'll borrow the DVD now, so both of you have to come round to mine and re-borrow it back. Wow. Saying that loud was really embarrassing. Sorry, Rachel. Rachel, oh my God. Thank you for... I'm not even finishing that story. Rachel, thank you for carrying on going out with Zach. Basically, she had to come round in front of me. I gave her like a visual seal of approval while I was weak. So I'm so sorry. I don't know. Anyway, on to 2 nice stories. There's lots of good stories about these 2 getting together. And I'm so fortunate to have known you whilst you were getting together and up until this point. Obviously, Rachel was trying to show off to all of us, so during a drinking challenge, once the Super Strength Challenge, She was sick in a bin. And bizarrely, actually, for people who've known Zach a little bit longer, he went home for a summer, and I left him like a Blackpool pretty boy, and he came back a Schweff. So, I'm not sure what happened in that summer, but I still love you now. Anyway, my two favourite stories. The Bolognese story. Rachel. And the Halloween story. These are nice stories, I'm not going to be too horrible. So the first one, so when you first start going out with someone new, you start to share your passions with someone, don't you? Like, everything that you hold, like, closest to yourself, things that are mainly important to you. So naturally, Zach shared that he liked Bolognese. Right? That's one of his key passions. Rachel, being a lovely, lovely person, but a terrible, terrible cook, decided to cook Zach Bolognese, and she'd heard if you simmer it for 4 hours, that's great. So she did that with just the mincemeat. Later added tomato sauce and served what I can only assume was dehydrated protein gravel. And again, sorry, I don't feel like this now, I love you now, I've accepted you. At the time I was thinking, get it, she has gone messed this up. A girl who can't cook Bolognese does not know the way to Zach's heart. She has ruined this. I'm jumping on my bed. So, anyway, in an unfortunate turn of events, Zach turns around to me and tells me it's the most adorable thing he's ever seen in his entire life. Fuming. So, the Halloween story. Hi Hannah, hi Lucy. So, you alright? Anyway, so Halloween's quite a testing time when you're first going out with someone, I think, because when you know someone quite well, you get a bit weird at Halloween, don't you? Like, people go out to like tea bags, or like the solar system, but we weren't quite there yet, I don't think. Usually we weren't quite there, so me anyway, trying to sabotage it all, as per usual. I convinced Zach to meet Rachel and her friends at Halloween, dressed as a neon rave ballerina. Which is pretty much just Zach and I, in clothes that are too small for us, wearing tutus. And I remember sitting in this club at the time when we were meant to meet them, looking at Zach and me and thinking, we are bloody losers. Rachel being part of like cool crap. Like Rachel's one of the cool people. So I'm thinking, she's gonna come, sexy kitten, horny, you know the type. She's gonna come, like, A-game, look over at us and be like, no. And then I will have the wingman back. It was genius. Lo and behold, Rachel walks in, clad in a black cape, fangs, realistic vampire makeup, blood splattered everywhere, doing Michael Jackson Thriller dance moves at every possible occasion. And I just remember now, like, with such clarity, so clearly, just looking at the most ridiculous sight you've ever seen on a sofa, a ballerina and a vampire having just the happiest conversation I think you've ever seen in your entire life. And I just remember thinking, bloody hell, like, Jesus, I think these two might actually be like made for each other. I think this is it. At that point, I think I really accepted that. Well, it's hard. I really accepted that. Zach had found his Mrs. Wing. So stop giving her a hard time after that. I'm going to leave on that because I think that's a nice bit, but I just want to wrap up with a couple of thank yous. The first thank you is to you, Zach. I don't know if you know this, but someone who's so similar to me, and when I met you, like, it just resonated with you so much. I've always had an utter confidence that you were always going to do so well in your life. And for me, that has always given me an awful lot. Hello. And it continues to give me a lot today. So Zach, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you to Claire and to John for raising and bringing up I know it's boring, I'm sorry. I've got no more jokes. Thanks to Claire and John for bringing up the best friend I can ever imagine, and I'm sure Rachel, he's going to be the best husband. I can't think better about that. Thank you to Pamela and Nicola, or Gillian Paul, some of you might know. Zach touched on it earlier in his speech, but leaving me to move to London was one of the hardest things Zach ever had to do. And I know at the time, honestly, like, he was so appreciative, and even now, that was a big moment in his life. So thank you so much for taking him into your arms and looking after him. Thank you. Thank you to the stag do for surviving. Thank you for the free stag do. I'm not invited to the other two, ain't you? Thank you to the stag do for surviving Berlin. And I think we can all fairly say that. Thank you to the stag do for finding Zach quite rightly in contempt of court. So, and the last thing I'll say, guys, is thank you to you both, Rachel and Zach, for making me, well, making all of us like part of your lives here. We all love you so dearly, honestly, like we love you so dearly. And just looking at you both now, I can't imagine two people who are more perfect for each other. Can I just raise a toast on that note and just say Zach and Rachel? We've got Jill, Claire, John, thank you very much indeed, and we've got Ryan and Aaron. Thank you very much. But ladies and gents, one more